Hello and welcome back to Galactic podcast. I'm your host, Radhaa, and today we have a very special guest, a dear friend, Miss Alanna Star. Hello.
Yeah, I love it. I love how you said my last name first. It's funny because today Bruno said that they should start calling me Alanna Star Shimmer.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
And hi, I'm so happy to be on with you, Radha. It's been so long since we've been on camera.
It's been a long time since we've been on, so we thought we'd come on since it's an 11/11 day and just feel into the energy, see what wants to come through.
Exactly. So the whole point, we wanted to really touch base on 11/11 and just, what it means to us and all the things that we're working on collectively and, separately, and how everything is just connecting and manifesting so beautifully within, the community.
It's true. It's amazing. Today we discovered we know so many people. We're all together, in these circles, how we're all interconnected. And that's the truth,
Exactly. So 11/11, first of all, I wanted to light some sage to just bring in some positive energy. And I think my energy is really high because it's a high energy day. Mm-hmm. And it always means something to me. Like you said before, Radha, that this 11/11 is my day. Because I've been on the 11/11 roll for a really long time. And it's nice to see how many people really do connect to that frequency and are able to tap into that and understand when something momentous and I would say expansive is taking place, right? Spiritually, because the people that do understand what numbers and sacred geometry mean, mm-hmm. then they tap into the frequency of the 11/11 portal, because we know that it's an entrance, it's a doorway into new beginnings, into initiations, right?
It's a gateway, yeah. It feels like a gateway, like the pearly gates opened. So while this energy is here, it's very important to call in and anchor in what you do want. Calling in and anchoring in what you do want. Calling in, anchoring in what you do want, and bring that into your heart, into your womb, into your solar plexus, bringing it in, calling it in, and claiming it as so. And then just breathing into that, because this day is really about anchoring in what we do want, what we are creating, who we are becoming. We've had a pretty intense year and we're rounding out to the end, and this is really anchoring in the codes, the light, the seed of what we're going to be birthing from now into the new year. I feel it's so potent. It's almost like a birthday wish, make a wish, make an affirmation, make a choice,
That's a great way to look at it. I love that analogy.
I'm a March 11th baby, so I love 11 too.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, there's something special about it. It's almost, you're looking at a doorway. If you think of an arch, you have the two pillars, right? The pillars or the blocks on one side, and you walk through. So 11/11, and then 11/11 is almost like two. Yeah, it does feel like a birthday, because you're coming into something.
Mm-hmm. We're birthing something new, and I feel that the culmination of this year has really put most of us into this grinder. It feels, or kind of like a smoothie blender. We're getting to the essence of everything. It's been pressing us to get to the essence, and I think that's beautiful. But we're now ready to embody that at a deeper level, and I feel like a lot of us have felt we're ready to break out of the old paradigm. We're really ready to step into proclaiming what we want as sovereign co-creators, which brings me to the event that we're doing in Carlsbad the first weekend of December, from the 4th to the 7th. And Tata Jose.
I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
To that man, really, honestly, it's I'm gonna do a nice shout out for him, and I'll let you continue, because I want to say thank you Tata Jose, because you have really been doing the work. And I know this because I see you everywhere. And it is a blessing to know you and to even have my sister Radhaa work with you. And you just did something like, you're just always doing something. So I really admire that. And just thank you for anchoring the portals everywhere. Thank you so much. And I really felt like that. Thank you for letting me interrupt you for that.
Oh, I love that. I'm so excited to spend time with him. And, you know, he's a great Mayan timekeeper, and you can probably share more about, you've worked with him a few times, so feel free to share more about him and what you know about him.
Yes. Well, I think that wherever he goes, he brings a beautiful energy. He brings the community, and he brings sacredness, and he shares, like, he just is a smiling face. He reminds me of the Laughing Buddha, you know? I remember when you helped me understand the Laughing Buddha concept and to bring that with you, and just his smile on his face, and his medicine, cacao is his medicine, and he's carried that with him since, you know, I think since he was a child. Wow. I was beginning to train with him to learn how to carry his medicine, his cacao, but, you know, things happened, and we weren't going to events as much, and I had the baby. But yeah, I just feel like we carry certain people in our heart, and he's definitely someone that the cacao brings, the hearts, the opening, and the music, and he just really is very inclusive.
Yeah.
You know, he's very inclusive, and he it's just something about people that can connect everyone together. And I have many people in my life, and now you especially, because it's just this this circle that we're all being brought together. And I do truly feel that it is uniting the tribes, you know, because it had, you know, we're looking at your Filipino background, we're looking at my, you know, German, Irish, Scottish, Jewish, all these issues, and then you know, Mayan, and then we have, like, everybody that we're around has a certain, you know, they're bringing a line with them, a lineage.
Yeah.
So we think of timelines, which is great for 11/11 discussions, because timelines and then lineage, so line, age, and timeline. So we're on something, right? We're on this stream of time, and we meet certain people, but they keep circling back around this orbit. And that's what it's like, you know, it's like Dr. Sarah Larson, and then, like, Tata Jose, and you're one more degree away from Dr. Sarah, and you're that much closer, you know? So it's definitely, we've got, like, Laura Eisenhower in the mix, you know, it's just like, we have, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna start calling out, like, April Elizabeth. You're working with Sabine, right? She's doing that event with you. I know I've heard her name before. So it's just powerful, because we're really doing the work. Yeah. And that's people who are all about 11/11, they are on that vibration. They know that they are part of something that's so brilliant. And these numbers that we've been given, they help us stay on that track. They help us understand the timelines that we're on, and the vibrations and the resonance with other people. And so, yeah, it all connected. And so I'll let you take over.
We're locking it in.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing at this event. It's a council gathering. And, you know, what's so cool about this event is literally everyone that comes is part of the council, because they're being called. You know, it's a smaller event, and, you know, Sabine has these incredible villas, and we're all coming together. We're going to come at the round table. We're all going to speak into what we are co-creating, and this is powerful. There's something incredible about coming together with the intention and with, you know, the numbers of people. And also we're going to be doing it, live streaming it as well, virtually, so you can join that if you can't come to Carlsbad. But it just feels like now is the time for us to really be using our throat chakras, our heart chakras, and connecting those, and connecting all of our chakras, and allowing our truth to come out. No more of the suppression. There's a beautiful way and a beautiful power in, you know, bringing it in, and then sharing that with others. And it's almost like when another is witnessed, there's something solidifying about that, you know? It's a sacred witness.
Yes. Number one is God in fullness, and number two is the number of witness, right? And there's many more things, but two, it's like that witness is it is a gift, because if no one sees it, then did it happen? You know, it's like, So yeah, it's actually biblical in a way, the witness, right?
I love that. Yes, we're all going to be sacred witness to each other, and each person is birthing their truth, and we're really bringing forward this organic timeline and really collapsing a lot of the others that are no longer serving. And that's what this lifetime is really about. It's a culmination of all of these timelines, and eventually we really are collapsing a lot of them that they're no longer of service. They're distorted. And
I feel like there are like walls between us, right? Between us people.
Yeah, exactly. So we're opening that right up, and we're going to be face to face working with people, and everyone's contributing. It's not just like one of those seminars where you're just going to sit there and listen and get downloaded the whole time. This is interactive. This is active leadership and co-creating, which is really what I'm about. Collaborative co-creation, but we're doing it on a very incredible space and level. I think this is very different, so I'm very excited to step into this reality and see what comes up.
Amazing. It's so beautiful, and thank you for doing that as well. Thank you for putting yourself out there and helping other people open their voice, like in all of our amazing book collaborations that we have, and all the stuff that you've done with Awakening Starseeds Volume 1 and 2. Yeah, and Goddess Activations, Pillars of Light, yes, which I'm a part of. Ooh, and it's coming out. Our book cover looks amazing. Yes, a little self-promotion there. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I think it's good. Yeah, Pillars of Light, it's beautiful. Women sharing their stories about their goddess activation experiences with Radha and their selected goddess archetypes. So I can't wait to read the whole thing. And then also, what else is there? There's the medicine, soul medicine.
Well, yeah, so it's energy healing and soul medicine, and that's a collaboration of energy healers coming together from around the world. And we have some pretty cool people and places like Iceland, and I always say, like, let's bring in as much diversity as we can, because that creates something magical. We start to weave those codes together, and that's really about healers who are ready to share their stories and their gifts. And the wounded healer wound is pretty big for most healers. It's a persecution wound, and so it's we're going straight into the eye of the needle, and all of these healers are going to be sharing their stories, which is, for them, it could be like, wow, I'm really putting myself out there, but it's at the service of others. So that's a beautiful thing, and that gives a lot of strength, and support.
Right. That's amazing. So those are just 3 of the books that Radha has out and publishing right now. Or actually, Awakening Starseeds Volume 2 is coming out soon, right?
That's so Volume 3 is going to come out in 2022, and then actually all of them are coming out except for Pillars of Light is coming out in December. And hopefully we'll have a cool book event, in California. But the 3 books, Energy Healing and Soul Medicine, and then Stories of the Goddess, and
that's
then
great. That was it.
Awakening Starseeds Volume 3. It's called Dreaming into the Future, and it's about our dreams and visions for the future, because it's been so dark, and a lot of seers and oracles and people and also innovators, they have visions for the future that are not in that dark timeline. Like, yes, it may be dark for a while, but we're moving through that, and the future is brighter than we could ever imagine. So we want to solidify that timeline and anchor that in, and so we're gathering those visionaries who know the golden age is promised, and in their hearts, whether they are a medicine man or a doctor or an innovator or a scientist, whatever, they're on the timeline where they know that the future is bright.
Yeah, because I have work that I've written before about because it makes sense with what you're saying, because you're going into you're deciding where you want to go.
Yeah.
Your mind, you create your timeline, you create your reality, and it could be universe A or universe B.
Yeah.
It's really difficult and has a lot of karma going on, and one is clearing out that karma. It's understanding that we can create heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's really all about, is bringing that frequency here and anchoring that. And that's why the divine feminine makes so much sense, and why it's so important, and why these books are so important. To be the pillar of light, what that really means, and to share your story of awakening, because you're not crazy. It's like everyone's having their aha moments, their synchronicities, and that's where you can find, you want to know if you're having an awakening, look at your synchronicities. Are you paying attention to them? Because that universe speaking to you all the time.
You're so good at that. I love watching your Instagram stories, because you always remind me, like synchronicity. I'm like, yeah, and then I'm seeing them too. Like right now it's 555.
Of course it is.
I'm like, hey, November 11th, 555. That's very cool. That's where there's always an alignment happening when you're putting your presence into it, and that's why days like today is a wonderful time to put your energy, even 5 minutes, write down your goals, call in what you want to create, and don't beg for it. Just download that you're thankful that you already have it. Thank you. Thank you so much for this. Thank you for this incredible opportunity. Thank you for our book signing in California. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, I already see it. I have some things working on. I could say it. I'm working on things. I really am. Like, I see them. They're not for now. And I'm always trying to make things happen now. Like, why aren't things happening right now? But then I just stop and remember that it's all working already. It's all in alignment. You just got to be a receiver, because we are receivers and transmitters of information. Right?
Exactly. So we just have to clear whatever kind of raincoat we have on our head that's blocking the blessings, and give it up. Just give that right up, because I've become like this eternal optimist, even though there are challenges in life, but nothing's going to stop me and what I'm doing. And I just know that that's the purpose, and I'm going with the flow. Every day I'm just doing what needs to be done. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe our book is almost out. Like, I can't believe that, this has come together. And I'm always surprised too, but delighted. But you just do the work, and it does add up. Everything adds up. So it's not just like manifesting in your imagination. That's really important. And it's also important to anchor in the feeling, but also in the actions. Little actions every day add up.
Right, exactly. They do, they add up. So I feel like there's so much more to talk about, but like we have, this show or this episode is really, it's not exactly a Galactic Goddess podcast. It's not really a deprogrammed show. It's more of just Radhaa and I needed to talk. And then every time we have conversations, they're always they need its own show. And we're like, oh, we should be recording this. So we thought we should just get on here and record, but we do have some things in the works that I'm really excited. I don't have a timeline for them, but I would say probably before the end of November, we'd have something else out, but about the Galactic Goddess Roundtable and how we want to bring in archetypes of the goddess. So if anybody has a special archetype that they connect to of the goddess, we maybe be happy to have you on the show at one of the shows. So you can feel free to email me or Radhaa and say, I resonate with this goddess, and hey, you might even want to be in your Galactic Goddess activation sessions.
That's right.
To connect deeper with that goddess herself. And then we have deprogrammed. So
yeah, we've been, we're going to get back into getting into the deprogrammed stuff, but it's just been happening all around us. I'm just going, wow, that happened. Oh, like everything we talked about like 2 years ago has already been happening. So I'm just sitting back going, okay, this is interesting. Okay, but we can pick it back up, because I think now we need to be like, okay, that's happened. So now what? Where do we go from here? I think a lot of people are asking that question, where do we go from here? And is that our only option? And so You know, we're gonna deprogram everyone on the show, and we'll find out where we can go, because that's the thing. When you're programmed, you only see one train track, but when you deactivate that programming, now there's four. You know, so now you can have choices. You know, and I think that's the most important thing, is that people remember that they have choices. That way they can make the best decisions and get on the timeline that serves their highest and best good, not the one they feel that they have to. So we will circle back with that. And I think we'll be bringing on some of the lovely ladies from Pillars of Light too. So, you know, just stay tuned, and we are going to be sharing a lot more with you all. If you guys want to share your manifestation for 11/11, feel free to put them in the comments, and we're just going to send them a boost of extra powerful energy, that your dreams come true, that you are healthy, that you are abundant, that blessings are in your life, and clearing away all that no longer serves you. I just see light coming down into you, the listener. I just see like pillars of light coming down through your crown and just washing out anything that doesn't belong there anymore, so that you can really activate who you truly are. This is the time you are meant for this. That's why you're here. And thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun to just say hello to everybody, because I've been off for a while, and so great to see you, Alanna.
You as well, Radha, and thanks for flowing with me, because it just I get so activated and I have these conversations, and yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you.
Much love and blessings to you all. Happy 11/11. Bye for now.